Tidjan Salaun has been one of the best sophomore players thus far in Summer League and has transformed himself into someone who can make an NBA rotation today and be a true star in the future. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. I drop regular NBA analysis content and film deep dives. And if you haven't already, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm more than you know. So, through 2 games, Tidjan Salaun has been one of the more pleasant surprises of Summer League, and he looks far more NBA ready than I anticipated. Salaun was obviously a top 6 pick just last year for Charlotte, but many people were disappointed with his rookie season, where he was completely unplayable. And if he was on any other team than the Charlotte Hornets, who were actively trying to lose, I'm not sure he would have gotten minutes. With that said, it's important to keep in mind that Salaun was, and still is, at least a 3 or 5 year project, and was supposed to spend at least his first year in the G League. By that metric, he's already well ahead of schedule, averaging over 20 minutes a night for the Hornets. He was also the youngest player in the draft and still is the youngest player on the Hornets roster, younger even than the rookies that they've just brought in. He was drafted based on his motor, physical tools, and floor spacing upside. He was incredibly raw and had no real positive skills coming in, only flashes of what he could do. He kind of a piece of clay that had to be molded, right? And I think that his growth's been great. Like, looking at his progression between now and then, Salaun has bulked up considerably, and in particular, his core strength has really, really improved. Last year, he would lose control of the ball with simply a bump from the defender, and teams were going straight through him on defense. He seems to be handling the contact far better now, and has improved his ball control significantly. Last season, the game was simply too fast for him, and he struggled to process what was going on around him, oftentimes leading to turnovers simply due to poor reads and decision-making, and being beaten on defense regularly, again, due to these poor reads. Now, I do have some film to dive into to sort of visually display what I'm saying in terms of his progression and what he's been able to show so far with Summer League. So in this first video, he starts having the pick and roll and kind of acknowledges the advantage created by this pick and roll as the defender sort of hedges out that way. He's able to go the opposite way and sees the floor ahead of him. This is what I mean by sort of the game is slowed down for him. Last year, he likely would have swung the ball along the perimeter, simply not even seeing what was in front of him, or pulled up from 3, right? Now, in this play, you can see he's got a clear driving lane to the rim, and he uses it, right? And with 2 steps, he splits the entirety of the second line of defense for the 76ers and gets to the line, right? And he's able to finish through the contact. This is really important. His center of gravity, as I said, is significantly improved, and he would have been knocked off balance last year. Whether he wouldn't have been able to finish the shot, whether he wouldn't have been able to even get the shot up, I'm not sure, because that's how poor it was last year. This year, he's displaying that he can go through people and he can finish through people. And he might actually be a weapon off the dribble, right, attacking the rim and attacking closeouts. Right now, in this play, he starts at the other end of the court, right? He's bringing the ball up. And it's in transition, right? He's moving with pace. Last year, he probably would have gotten extremely excited and turned the ball over, but he's able to sort of, he has better ball control this year, right? And he acknowledges that he's beaten his defender, and he continues to attack the rim and to rise. And see how he acknowledges that the defense has switched onto him, and he's probably not going to be able to get through and finish this, right? Last year, he would have continued to go up with it and probably either missed, maybe gotten fouled, or he would have gotten blocked, right? But he acknowledges that, hey, if there's 2 guys on me, that probably means that someone else is wide open and unmarked, right? And he acknowledges that Con Knipple is open in that corner, and he kicks it out to him. Con takes the shot, and obviously Con misses, right? But the advantage created by Salaun is, this isn't something we saw last year, right? This level of processing, even though it seems like a basic skill, it was something he really, really struggled with last year. Another clear leap for Salaun is his ability to create out of pick and roll, right? So in this video, the start of it is cut out, unfortunately, but Kalkbrenner sets the screen and Justin Edwards hedges, right? And so Salaun attacks the opposite to the hedge, and he sees the open court ahead of him, right? He uses his footwork, goes to the Euro, and creates just a half step of advantage for the defender to kind of come out a little bit, right? And with this advantage, it's created all this space for Kalkbrenner off the roll, which allows him to go up and finish it and have a clear landing, takeoff space and landing space where he's able to finish off the lob. This is another example of Salaun playmaking out of pick and roll this Summer League, right? So Kalkbrenner is again setting the screen. Kalkbrenner has been fantastic, by the way. If you guys haven't been watching the Hornets, he's been really, really good at pick and roll. I have a whole Hornets off-season review kind of video dropping soon with Owen O'Connor. So that'll be coming out next week. If you guys want to stick around for that, that's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to that. But back to the video. As you can see, so Salaun's here in the pick and roll, right? And the defender is forced to go over due to the gravity that Salaun has created as a shooter, right? He's proven that he can knock down shots as a pull-up shooter, forcing the defender to go over the screen, right? Salaun acknowledges his advantage and continues to attack the rim and sees that the help defender, right, at the rim, the drop defense, doesn't overly commit to him, so he's able to continue rolling and attacking the rim, and he's able to finish again through. It's very, very marginal, but he is bumped on that play, right, and going up. Last year, he would not have been able to finish through that, right? He wouldn't be able to finish through any kind of contact. He would kind of be sent sprawling by just about any contacts, especially while he was in the air, right? He's already in the air when he draws his contact, and he's able to continue and finish through it. Now, Salaun would not have been able to process last year that the defender has gone over and realized that, to attack the drive, and he wouldn't have processed that the drop defense isn't committing to him. And I know these can seem like very basic things, but his ability to read the floor last year was awful, right? And if he can even get his ability to read the game of basketball to an average, slightly above average level, the Hornets are looking like they might have a legitimate star in their hands. Now, I'm not saying that Salaun's ever going to be an all-star. I don't believe that at all, right? But he can be a very, very high-end starter and someone that can go off for 25 to 30 points quite regularly, right? Something else that Salaun's been able to display is the ability to knock down shots off the catch and off the dribble. And this is obviously what his role is going to largely be with the Hornets, right? Is to knock down these shots and create shots. He's not going to be spending a whole lot of time on the ball for the Hornets the way he was, has been in Summer League, right? He's not going to be getting a whole lot of pick and roll possessions. So it is important to see that he is excelling in this role, right? Now, as you can see here, he's filling the lane in transition. The ball's been brought up, and he lands out at the wing, right? Now, the ball is swung out to the ball handler here at the wing, and Salaun notices that the other shooter has moved, and notices that his man is going to have to help and close out on that shooter, which creates a pocket of space for him in the corner. So he relocates, gets the ball for the catch, and knocks down the shot. Now, this one here is obviously the play that everyone's talking about. This is the play that won the Hornets the game, or secured the game for them, right? But it's important, like, watch his footwork here, right? So without even putting the ball on the floor, see how much space he's able to create and put the defender off balance. And with a single dribble, a single step backwards, he's able to create a pretty not open, but a pretty good advantage against his defender, where he's able to knock down that shot, right? Obviously, also the shot, he's very pumped, he's yelling into the crowd. But yeah, these are the kind of things that get me really, really excited about Tidjan Salaun. As I said, there's been a clear year-over-year improvement with Salaun, and in particular, as I said, with his processing, strength, passing, and movement, all of which were major issues in his rookie year. That's all I got today. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to drop a comment, whether it's in relation to the video, Salaun, or general feedback. Obviously, I'm quite new to this. I'm just starting to create long-form video content for the first time, so absolutely anything is appreciated, and I will catch you guys next time.